Hi guys, this video is a follow-on from yesterday's video where we spoke about MP Materials insider selling. In that video I said I'm going to email the investor relations at MP Materials and ask them what's going on, why did they sell, and was it part of a pre-planned sale. And for those of you who are just joining now, what happened was the chairman sold 4.6 million shares of MP Materials on the 26th of March 2001 at an average price of $33.78, totaling $155 million. And also three other large insiders sold a similar percentage of shares. So it spooked the shareholders a bit, and so I wanted to just address that and see what was going on. I emailed the investor relations at MP Materials and asked them. I got an email back from them, and this video is just going to go through their reply and what I think about their reply. And just to bring you up to speed, what we spoke about yesterday is the fact that I felt it could be perhaps a pre-arranged sell order for insiders. And the reason for that was because all the sell orders were exactly $33.78, and the percentage, if we looked at the amount of shares owned and we divided it by the shares sold, it came to, I think it was 7.52%, and that was for all of them. So it feels like it was a pre-planned percentage to be sold at a specific price. Anyway, I wanted to make sure, so I emailed the investor relations and they got back to me. And what they did was they suggested I watch a recent Meet Kevin video. Obviously Meet Kevin's a very big YouTuber, and he's just interviewed the CEO of MP Materials and specifically asked a question. And they were very gracious to tell me where to look in the video, because it's a very long, I think it's about one hour 20-minute long video. So they told me where to look. I'll put that information in the description so you can go and have a look as well. But I'm going to play the clip and then summarize what the answer was.
One of them is you recently sold shares. Was that automated or manual?
Yeah, so we recently did, and again, I'm the largest shareholder. There was a very small percentage of my position. The other thing that may be confusing for people, and we get this question a lot, is that I previously ran an investment firm, and a lot of the shares are owned. Those shares that are owned by my investment firm, those are owned by institutional and individual investors, insurance companies, family offices, etc. And so ultimately, over a long period of time, that capital that's been invested for 4 years already. There's no timetable on it, but over a long period of time, that capital has to be returned to those investors. It's not mine. And so, there should be no indication read into that. I still have, you can do the math, I still have an extraordinary amount of stock. My investors have an extraordinary amount of stock, and I'm full-time focused.
I was a little bit disappointed so far because he hadn't actually answered the question if it was automated or not. And the email back from MP Materials didn't actually say if it was an automated sale or a manual one. I'm sure I'm just reading too deeply into this, but as he said, the shares were bought by his investment firm, and after 4 years he has to start giving some profits back to the investors. So that's fair enough. And he also said that he sold a very small position. Personally, I don't think 7% is a very small position, but the stock has run up 200+%, so of course it makes perfect sense that you're going to want to sell some. But MP Materials is fresh to the market, and you would think that he would hold for a bit longer before selling. So I don't know, I'm in two minds about it, but he hasn't said there's any fundamental reason for the sales. And like we looked at yesterday, the fact that multiple people sold at exactly the same price just feels like it was a planned thing. Now the CEO goes on, by the way, he's called James Latinsky. James goes on to say that he is still very incentivized. He still owns a lot of stock, as do the other shareholders. So let's have a quick look at that clip now.
Sort of some stock sales, and I think people think nothing of it, and ultimately we have to return money to investors, and we have to be thoughtful in life. But you can do the math on how much stock I own, and I'm highly incentivized. And it's not just me, by the way. We have 320 employees. We're all, owner operator of mindset, and we all want to make money for everybody. So, I think, that sort of speaks for itself, that we're very bullish our business, and we'll just continue to focus and execute, and, we'll see the results.
So there you go. I do wonder why he didn't just say if it was a planned sale. It would have been much easier just to say that. He also didn't address why several other of the insiders have also sold, because his reason is that he needs to return money to investors that bought in via his investment firm. But what about the others? I may reply to the email and ask MP Materials just to clarify that one more time, because it does seem like it should be a simple answer. I will keep you updated if I learn anything else, and please subscribe if you want to stay up to date with this or other things that are happening in the market which I talk about. Thanks guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.